Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. How are you? Hi and welcome, Camilla and Vendela. I'm so glad that you guys took your time to just talk to us and tell us a bit more about your story and what you're doing. I'm really glad to see like two really young women doing amazing things. So please do share what you guys are doing, like with Angelr and your stories.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thank you so much for having us. It's so fun to be here. Yeah, so what we do is that we have a company called Angelr, and we help entrepreneurs to get capital from investors. So we have a network of investors, which are approximately now around 200, and we connect them with the entrepreneurs that we think will match. So for example, if they're a startup that are focusing on medical tech, we will connect them with an investor that are interested in this field.
Yeah.
So that's basically what we do, and this year we have had 11 startups in different fields. Yeah. So we're really happy about that. So that's basically what we do.
That's amazing. That sounds like the dream. And I remember you guys mentioned it as the Tinder for investment. Which is really cool.
Yeah, that's how it all started. That we wanted to do like a dating app almost, but right now it's not a dating app, but it's still connecting the two parts.
And the process is kind of similar actually. Like they have to find each other and they often like meet several times and they have to like each other personally often, because the angel investors are very focused on the team. Like if they like the team, they will continue probably. So it's very important for them. So it's kind of like dating, but
a different kind of relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
And I remember one of the women that I've interviewed before, she said that me and my co-founder, it's harder for me to divorce her than it is to divorce my husband.
That's true.
She's like, kind of makes sense. So like you need to be sure about who you're investing in or who you're taking into your company.
You gotta be stuck together
forever.
So be careful who you choose, because as you say, it's so important that you choose the right person, because you will be like a marriage actually.
But obviously you guys are kind of in this together. So like, how did it all start? Because what I read is that you started from your studies. That's how you met. But please do share that part.
So basically we started helping out a startup while we were studying, and that's why we realized it was so much fun and that we worked very well together. So that's how it started, that we wanted to do something, and the startup was actually looking for capital. So that's why we saw the problems and wanted to solve it and make it better for entrepreneurs.
So that's how it started. So we started like last bit of when we studied, and when we were finished, we were like, finally now we can focus on Angelr, which was much better than the studies. A couple months after we were finished with school, we continued with Angelr, and we have worked full time since.
Wow, that's amazing. And that's so quite a quick journey. It looks like you just went for it, which is really good.
So it's almost 2 years now, so it's really fun.
And you've seen it grown from like 0 to like 11 companies basically.
For sure. And we're very excited about the journey ahead also.
That's true. We have so many plans. Like we want to like expand, as we want to have like different like parts of Angelr that we can help with like different situations. For example, initial public offering like IPOs. When the company goes public, we want to help with that as well. So that's in the future. So we just started.
That's gonna be exciting to follow. That's really good. All right, so I'm gonna get into a few questions that I think are really, really like something that a lot of people in general ask. So the first one is, obviously you guys meet a lot of startups. What are the key things that you see they do wrong? Like what are the key things that you're like, but most people do this wrong? Like if you had any advice?
I think the first thing is always about the team. So first make sure you have all people on board that you need. So have the competence you need, so you can show investors that you have the tech competence somehow, like preferable in-house, but like somehow connected to your startup. And also really present the team in your pitch deck. It's very common to just have the pictures and maybe the title, but really describe and lift like who you are and really show that to if you're looking for investment. That's really a great thing.
That's great. And also one thing is that you should, as soon as possible, like present your product or service to potential customers. So many people, they're like working so much with a product, and you're sitting at home and like, this has to be perfect. And then they present it to customers, and sometimes they're like, no, we don't even need it. So it's very important, like, to early on, like, present the problem that you're trying to solve, and to get their feedback, so you can develop their product with their feedback.
So kind of test the market.
Exactly, early on. So that's very important. People are sometimes like shy because they don't want to present something that's not finished. But some entrepreneurs, they just have like a PowerPoint that they show it to like other people, like, this is the product, would you like to buy it? And then take the feedback and develop it after that. So
that's really smart. And then that means you also have customers once you actually launch it. You've got people that are interested.
Exactly, for sure. Exactly. That's what we have done the whole time, like with our investor network. We are like, where we try to tweak our product, we have presented to them and see what their input, and then we develop it after that. So I think that's a great strategy actually, to get your product on the market.
So would you say you don't necessarily need like a fully finished product? You can present the idea and then work from there.
For sure.
That's really good.
I remember when we studied like a marketing course, our marketing teacher said like, you can sell anything, like in the right like marketing. So there was like one guy who made it, like, you know, the stone, like there was such a weird story. Like he took a stone and like painted like ice on it or something, and then it said it became like the present, like the gift of the year, like Christmas gift of the year. So you can sell anything if you have the right marketing, but it should be a good product.
I've actually seen someone selling stones, and they made like a multi-million business out of it.
That's crazy. And I saw like when you climb like Kilimanjaro or something, you can buy like the air from the top, but like you can you capture the air, like sell it. So expensive, like.
But I think that's also great advice to focus on sales. It's so important for your company. So I mean, just have the courage to just reach out to people and try to sell it, because that's like, the more people you reach out to, the more either sales you will get or feedback.
Exactly.
So any of those is valuable for you.
And even PR and marketing, people will see you. So I think it's good either way. You're not losing.
Because you can have like the best product ever, and we've seen that sometimes they have a great product, but if you don't reach out, nobody will know about your product. So,
you're selling to yourself.
Exactly. That's true.
That's amazing.
So important.
That's good advice. Thank you. Obviously you guys are doing this together, but you've got two other co-founders.
Simon and Oscar.
Let's not forget them. So what are the key things that, in terms of looking for a partner, because you said the team is really important, what should you look at when you choose your business partner?
I think like initially when we because we became friends when we were like in a group, a project in school, and we noticed that we worked really well with this project, and so we're like, we will become good business partners as well. So I think the good part is that you like the other person, that you trust the other person, that you think that you would be a good team. But also one great thing is that if you like complement each other's like strengths and weaknesses, and also competences. So for example, if you like want to develop an app or a website, it's great to have someone on the team that can develop and can code. So that's great if you have those kind of strengths together. I would say.
And I think some kind of diversity is always great also. So either that you gone to different schools, or that you mixed women and men, or all of these, but like some kind of mix between people is really great.
And I see that there can be some like great synergies between different schools in Stockholm. For example, like the school we went to, like a typical business school, we would like benefit so much with like corporations from KTH, I don't know what's in English, but like engineering school, so they would like complement each other perfect. So that would be a great team, those two schools.
True. And it's just like, not common sense, but you kind of know that you can't know everything on your own. Like you need someone who sees it from a different. Because I think generally when you look at your own business plan, you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like everyone's gonna buy it. And you realize that actually no.
Exactly.
And then I think also it's great to try to work together first before you decide, because that's when you know if you will work well together or not. And also if you're gonna hire someone, just try out first and see how it works, because then you can really see the qualities and like how you actually are doing your everyday work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's so important because when you're co-founders, you often like split like equity and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's so like hard to, if you started and you have split equity, to like it's you can't reverse really because it's like a very complicated process.
Exactly.
So I think that's a great advice. Like start out together, try a bit, and if you have like the same vision, go for it.
Exactly.
But be a bit careful like who you take in team because it's a very big decision.
And sometimes you can be like best friends, but you can't really work together. And sometimes you can work together, but you're not best friends.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. And I think it's kind of important to see that your friendship and your business relationship is not necessarily the same.
Yeah,
exactly. So like you can be, as you would say, you can be best friends, but then when you get to doing business, you're a completely different person. At least I am like. I'll still be friends with you, but you've got a different mindset and a different way of doing things.
For sure. I think it's very important to divide those things, and also that you can take like feedback without taking it personally and stuff like that. Like to divide, like this is business. We're all like trying to do this business good as possible, and it's nothing personal if it is negative feedback. So I think that's very important to divide those things. For sure.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. And obviously you guys went from studying to running like a full-blown business. Like, I don't know how you guys did that, but what is the key difference from studying full-time and then like just running your own business? What would you say is the hardest thing or like transition?
Yeah, I would say that one thing you really learn in school is that there's a right answer to a test and there's a wrong one. But in business, it's like the opposite. So you're supposed to make mistakes. So make as many as you can and then learn by doing that. So that's really, and also there's not one right answer. So you can try different paths and there's no correct ones. So you really have to have a different mindset when it comes to starting your business. So that's something different.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
And also I think like one big difference from school and also for working like for another person's company is that they tell you what to do.
Exactly.
And when you have your own business, you can do whatever. You can say like, I will do nothing this week, or I will do like so much this week. You decide. So I think it's very important that you have to be your own boss, basically. So yeah, that's the biggest difference I think for me.
Yeah, set your own goals. Set your own.
You have to motivate yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's also true. To always. Like motivation, I think is almost like condition that you have to like know that you have to train basically to like what motivates you and really focus on that. So you're always like on top on motivation wise.
I think it's true because at the end of the day, like in your studies, you obviously can choose if you want to get an A or not by how much you study generally. And in your workplace, you could probably like work your way up. But when you're doing your own business, you can make it so successful if you just set your mind to it and you really work so hard. And so you can kind of control it in a different way.
Yeah. And I think that's great with being more than one person when you're two people because then you can like motivate each other. Like someone maybe like be super ambitious in this field and another person in this field. Then you can like
each other.
Exactly. Motivate each other. So,
Okay, and the last thing I think I wanted to ask you is, if you were to restart your business now, what are the 3 things that you would want to know before you started?
That's a good question. Very hard question, I must say.
I think that one thing is that it's easy when we like have this product that we have now. It's like we should just have this product from the beginning. But I think that's actually impossible because you have to tweak it on the way. So I don't know if I would if I would do it differently. I mean, it's possible to do it differently, but maybe that's one thing.
I don't know, like just, I mean, you can always maybe sell the product earlier. Like we were also kind of wanted to build something first. I mean, we also got feedback, but the earlier you try to sell it and actually get some income, maybe it's not the right income that you want from the actual, if you're doing a digital product, but it can be good you can invest it in your project.
That's true.
That's something you can
and also like to early on, like it's hard to employ people early on, maybe when you don't have the resources, but this year we have employed like an amazing team and they are helping us so much and we're so happy for them. So I think that early on to like see if other people can bring something to the team and if they can help you, because because that has been amazing to get them into the team.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
So try to get people involved, even if it's part-time. I think it's been great also with us.
Yeah, to get their input it's actually amazing.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I think that's it. Do you have any other advice or tips that you'd want to like give or?
Just go for it. Yeah. If you want to start a business, because your idea doesn't have to be perfect. You just have like a problem in mind that you want to solve for customers, and just go out there and ask, what do you want for me to solve for you, and you will get their feedback, and you will build an amazing company.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you?
No, but okay, I can say one thing. That it's also great to focus on yourself and your goals, and really be aware of what are your goals in life also. So you really have that in top of your mind, and then it's much easier the everyday tasks if you know the bigger picture.
That's true. So and for your motivation as well. If you're constantly reminded.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thank you so much for taking your time. It's been a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Likewise.
Thank you.